Hey guys, this is Prince of Lemuria, and I'm gonna do a video on the divine masculine, and also divine feminine. But the bulk of the video is about divine masculine. Cross-watching divine feminines, please watch because there is a lot of information halfway through, and I switched to the goddess energy. Yeah, so this is my YouTube channel, Prince of Lemuria ASMR. And Tarot and Violet Flame Reiki. So the intro is annoying because it's filmed upright, but it does switch to horizontal. So please enjoy the video. And for a treat, who like stupid idiots who drink, not stupid idiots, but good cunts. Yeah, a couple of good cunts do crash into a pole, and they were nice guys. So please enjoy the video and. Yeah, enjoy some of the nightlife in Melbourne. So yeah, peace out, collective. Hey, see those little dots on the horizon? Those are bats. Thought I'd just give you a sneak peek of Melbourne. That is so cool. That is so cool. That is so cool. Hey, this is Phoenix Excalibur Wolf, Prince Excalibur, and I thought I'd just upload a little video, chat while I'm walking up from the park. Whoa. And give a little talk about divine masculine, integration, and protecting the divine feminine. So basic. Yeah, there's quite a lot of air activity tonight. Me being an air sign, I'm noticing it all. I'm gonna just pause the video and then switch to horizontal, and I might edit this later for people. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so anyway, wanted to talk about the divine masculine. A lot of the divine masculine's work is actually detoxing and purging the body, because a lot of the products and chemicals in Western society is developed to make a man soft, to infect his stomach with parasites so that he looks more pregnant than a pregnant woman. You know, the bear belly with the all the estrogen that they put in the bear? Well, that's actually designed to feminize a man. And there's all these secret agendas going into make a man more feminized, and there's nothing wrong with a feminized man. I mean, I myself have, am a pretty fellow, and I am in connection with my beauty. Yeah, I started out hairdressing when I dropped out of school when I was 15. So straight away I had a view into the feminine world, and how women will spend a lot of time just making themselves beautiful, and that's actually a strength. So, but with men, men are taught to, they're kind of they're told to follow a certain masculine role model, which is the more reptilian role model with the square jaw and the short hair, the Arnold Schwarzenegger look. There's nothing wrong with certain being fit, and if you want to have short hair because it's better for your lifestyle, then that's perfect. But the hair is the antenna to the energetic field. If we were in the wild, you wouldn't be able to use scissors. You would have long hair and probably a beard as well. But the thing is, a divine masculine needs to learn how to cell code as well. So not only do you have to detach from all the attack on the gut system and the body, because once the body's clean, you become much more attractive to the sacred feminine, and the women will pick up and notice that you are very healthy and fertile. So when you basically when you kind of integrate fitness, when you work out and integrate fitness along with mental fitness, spiritual fitness. I don't necessarily meditate, but I'm always kind of consciously meditating. I'm always consciously making choices. We can be asleep for long periods of time, and all it takes is like one tower moment, as they say in the tarot, for those of you who are going to be following me for my tarot and who watch tarot videos. The tower moment, where something affects your emotions, then all of a sudden you go to sedating or numbing yourself, maybe because a feminine that you really are in love with hurts you or says something that downplays your self-esteem. A lot of men, instead of doing the inner work and processing it and maybe taking a look in their shadow, will go and sit with other men who will fluff them up while they have a drink and numb down to any coding work that they need to do. And instead they get a dopamine hit, and they will have a false sense of confidence from the darkness, from the deep state agenda. Basically the whole of Western food is hacked by the deep state, but not to say that there isn't a huge push from the fifth dimension, because there's a lot of vegan alternatives coming through, vegan meats, and a lot of like amazing products, probiotic foods now, a lot of cacao products. Yeah, so basically the role of the divine masculine is not only to harmonize his body so that he is more like a pyramid, so upside down, inverted. Instead of what the satanic will do is they will make a like a rock star, more like a female, so that they can manipulate that type of agenda for the satanic worship, because the Baphomet is both genders. But divine masculine is actually inverted in sacred geometry, so you can actually, the more you detach from the matrix, your body becomes more like a pyramid, and you can actually you will detox to a point where you're slimline like a leopard, so which is more in harmonic resonance with your virility. And divine masculine gets attacked a lot by fourth dimensional energies, by the medium frequencies that they're putting out, marketing, telling a man what to do, how he should act, because they're hacking into like the hunter-gatherer energy where a man must act tough, wear a suit, and I mean all that stuff's there, peacocking's there, and it's meant to be there so that men can attract women. But the fact of the matter is that when you actually tune into your divine masculine, it's like you have to go through a lot of ego death. And I can advise that I did do a little bit of microdosing on DMT last year, and that really helped to shed some ego, because I was expecting to see other dimensions, and I did see other dimensions, but it wasn't what I thought. I wasn't welcomed by the fairy kingdom. I wasn't welcomed by the fairy kingdom. I basically was welcomed by Mother Nature, and she was very conscious, and after a huge puff, I got about 100 eyes in my, it was more like a radar. I couldn't see, but I could sense everything like a plant, like a bat, and I realized that plants were telepathically talking to each other constantly through the ground, and that we are plants. So basically, oh, that's really bright. Yeah, so basically divine masculine needs to be able to tune back into Mother Nature. So like, a lot of people are relying on technology for everything, and that's okay, because we need to be able to get messages out. But I mean, for example, like torch lights on the bike, right? A lot of people need their safety nets that they will even buy a high-powered LED light torch to bike around like a really easy to see city that's already got a lot of light. Like, it's really easy to see what's going on, and your night vision will adjust if you just spend time with Mother Nature. And it's there's subtle light frequencies that we forget about. Yeah, so divine masculine, if you're doing work, the role is not to be, the trick is not to be competitive with other men. The trick is actually to be competitive with yourself and to consciously choose everything you do. Every day I am making a conscious decision to walk away from socialism, brainwashing, mind controlled, propaganda of needing to drink acid because acid's so popular on this planet. You know the rich guy in the tuxedo and the silly woman in the frock pouring acid down their face while they watch music and the rugby and get distracted by the deep state while all this information war stuff starts to happen. That's kind of for me, that's kind of what spurred me on. And I mean, I have Rh negative blood, so whenever I've been drinking, that shit has honestly turned me into a demonized, body hacked puppet. And I'm so ashamed of some of the lessons that I've gone through, but they've been necessary for me to see how easily you can get possessed by these chemicals. And it's all about inner alchemy, right? So it's all about inner alchemy. Your body is naturally meant to be on a pH level because the pH is, like the pH level, when it's like working properly with plant-based diet, it harmonizes. Your body is constantly moving and flowing. This dimension isn't just 3D. Like, we're here and we aren't here. We're everywhere. We're never there at all. And basically, like, atoms, they say that on this dimension that the speed of light is the limit, right? That's the total limit for light to travel. And I mean, that's ridiculous. That proves that this is a hologram. But like, atoms will actually like mimic each other, and will actually mirror each other, even if they're millions of miles apart, and they will do it at exactly the same time, which proves that the multiverse exists, that time doesn't actually exist, that distance doesn't actually exist. Like, when you get in 4th D is time, like in the astral plane. That's why a lot of people struggle to bring information back when they're having dreams early in the morning, because there's actually a time manipulation on the 4th D, and then at 5th D you don't have time at all, or duality, so there's no good and evil on 5th D. So I just wanted to say that, and divine masculine is being highly attacked, so it is very important to train your body for consciously. You can't just train it unconsciously, like expect to be okay, like when you're running 3 times a week but you're still binging on meat and drinking alcohol, or smoking cigarettes in your spare time. It's got to be a full dedication to be able to handle these demonic attacks from the 4th D. And so basically the masculine gets attacked, and divine masculine has to be able to guide divine feminine into being able to be beautiful and spiritual, so that they can bring in information, because women are way more telepathic. The government and the CIA would regularly hire women because they were way more intelligent with remote viewing, because they were way more intuitive. So masculine has to integrate his own feminine intuition into his masculine work. And the feminine has to be able to feel safe enough to be able to fully bloom like a flower, because her power, like in the Kabbalah, right, the 2 pillars up to the higher dimensions were strength and beauty. So it just says it right there that we need both to be able to help the other ascend. And women are able to get mad and stuff as well, right? But women are, if a divine feminine gets mad, she's usually able to use that as a way of speaking from the heart, as a lesson of emotional intensity, and be able to rein it back in. And men can be weaponized as well. We can also be weaponized to be like really aggressive and so there's attack on the extremes, like being too masculine or being so feminine that you want to go transgender and mutilate your body because your image doesn't fit